Leprechaun Returns is a group of friends fixing up an old farmhouse while the leprechaun comes back from his watery grave looking for his gold and killing people on the way. Hey everybody, John Franklin Reviewer, and I'm on the 8th and final Leprechaun movie, at least for now until they decide to make more, and then after this I should have the ranking video. Leprechaun Returns is a sci-fi original. This is not a movie I saw on Sci-Fi, but when it came out to buy, I bought it right away. Fun fact for me, this was actually the first movie I actually ever bought on Blu-ray. Sat down, had fun with this movie. Now, do I still think so after like 6 years? Well, stay tuned and find out. And let's start with the likes. Well, let's go with some of the characters. I want to talk about Lila, the main character that we do follow. I love following her story. I think she's funny when she needs to be. She's serious. Even at the end of the movie where she needs to actually be brave enough to actually try to be a badass against the leprechaun, I think she does a good job with that. I just overall like this character here. We're going to go with the leprechaun. Oh boy, is this guy just great. I know this is not Warwick Davis once again, this is a different actor, but I think that this guy does a terrific job. I think he's almost up there like Warwick Davis. But remember, Warwick Davis did do the Leprechaun 6 times, so of course he's going to have his ups and downs with these movies. I just think that this guy is funny when he needs to be, and his actually jokes land almost every time, if not every single time. Scary when he needs to be, even though he's more jokey than scary, but I still enjoy that. I love the makeup on him. He just is another one that just does a terrific job. We get Ozzy back in this one. It's actually the same actor from the original Leprechaun from 1993. Great to actually see him in this. He's only sprinkled in the movie here or there, and I think he does pretty well the first half of the movie, but when we see him more in the second half, for some reason I have a lot more fun with his character. We also have a character named Katie. Just like Lila, she's actually pretty good. She's actually just another character I like to follow and have fun with. She might not have the greatest dialogue, or maybe she doesn't deliver it as good as she probably could, but I still actually have a lot of fun with her. I love the kills in this. It's gory. There's even some tributes, in my opinion, on other horror movies. I'm not going to get into them. I mean, if you've seen the movie, you actually probably have an idea which one was, they kind of did from this movie, a little tribute from this movie. I mentioned about the dialogue with the jokes, with the leprechaun and other characters. For the most part, the jokes really do land for me. And I mean, I'm talking like 98% of the time I'm having fun. So that small 2% hardly really bothers me, because it seems like that wherever they have their miss, they get back to a good X amount of times much better before they might even have another miss with me. So this is actually a really good horror comedy, or maybe more just comedy, honestly, with a little horror element in. I think this was written very well. Love the script. This was directed very well. The practical effects, there was a lot of cool practical effects when it came to the deaths. There are a little bit of CGI, and you can definitely tell it's CGI, but you know what? I still have fun even with the CGI for the most part. And moving on to the dislikes. Well, let's start off with the rest of the cast. Their acting is bad. They're one-noted. You got characters like this guy who is nothing but a horny idiot. You got the other guy who's shy, and his line delivery feels like he's a robot. You got one who's nothing but an alcoholic, and the other one who tries to control everything. Not interesting characters one bit for me. You also have where two of these characters I just mentioned actually, for whatever reason, believe that the leprechaun is just in their imagination, and they take a picture on their phone with the leprechaun. Now, when I first saw it, I kind of cracked a smile, but unfortunately, watching it now, I'm like, no, this is actually pretty stupid. And then the final thing, and I think a lot of people will agree with me when it comes to certain tropes, and I think this is one of the biggest ones, is jump scares. There are way too many jump scares. There's like maybe one or two that made sense because it included the leprechaun. When you have a jump scare and it is the villain, no matter if you get away from that villain and die later on, or you're one of the ones who do survive, that's fine. But I just hate when you do jump scares just to actually do it. And I don't remember Leprechaun doing a whole lot of jump scares in its previous movies that I could remember. So I just thought that was really stupid. Leprechaun Returns, I'm going to go 3.5 out of 4 stars. What do you think about Leprechaun Returns? Have you seen seen it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Give me a comment down below. We shall discuss it. And I will see you guys for the next video. Bye.